Well, next tonight, the expulsion of Asians from Uganda 40 years ago was a traumatic time for thousands of people. Many have settled in the Midlands and would never dream of going back.
However, some decided to accept an offer to return and to reclaim their properties. Central Tonight's Rajiv Popat travelled to Uganda, where he met businessmen who told him they've no regrets.
Years ago, Uganda was a prosperous nation, the jewel of Africa. The contribution from Asian traders was immense, and when Idi Amin ordered them to leave, the economy was hit hard. One of the biggest companies back then and even now is the MADHVANI group. Thousands of people worked at their sugarcane plantations, but within a matter of weeks, their businesses were shut down and the family moved to the UK.
One of the biggest tragedies was, of course, we left and our employees lost their valuable employment. But a lot of Ugandans, intelligentsia, were actually eliminated by Amin. I mean, we tend to forget, we talk of the Asian expulsion, but a lot of Ugandans suffered. Over 500,000 Ugandans were actually completely eliminated, which was a very sad time for this country.
The expulsion affected all areas of industry, big and small. I'm in the centre of the capital city, Kampala. In the 1960s, most of the shops along this road were owned by Asians. Businesses were thriving, but when they left, the windows were boarded up. It was like a ghost town.
When we came back, it was a disaster. We could see all the roads were full of garbage, potholes, dilapidated houses.
Uganda now attracts young blood from overseas. Rishi Taylor was born in Grantham in Lincolnshire and studied at the University of Leicester. Rishi lives here permanently, selling tyres and building up his property portfolio.
Look at the weather today. If this was Leicester, you could not just come out and just say that wearing a short-sleeved shirt, and just start an interview.
You can't have a go at Leicester because you're getting married in Leicester next year, aren't you? Will your fiancée move to Uganda? Presumably she will.
Yes, she is.
In a desperate bid to kickstart the ailing economy, the current president, Yoweri Museveni, appealed to Asians to reclaim their properties. One of those who did was SUDHIR RUPARELIA. Like the MADHVANI family, he employs thousands of people and his business interests are varied, from luxury hotels to banks.
If you have a good idea and you have funding and you have your family can release you to come in, and of course, it's a third world country, so the opportunity in a third world country is far better than now.
I was curious to find out how local Ugandans felt about refugees turning their lives around so quickly.
When they came back, we started repairing, people got jobs and what have you. I think maybe Ugandans are happy.
Most locals, they learned how to do business from them once again. So the business has sprung up from the locals after learning from the Asians who came back. I think we're doing well.
Tomorrow we find out more about the wild man of Africa, Idi Amin.
Would you like to get all Asians out, really, sir?
Yes.
Rajiv Popat in Uganda for Central Tonight.
Now, for